Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Rimworld playthrough on the Tundra. Thank you so much for all your support so far. I can't believe I'm already over 4,000 watch hours, and I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you are enjoying the series, that button helps me a lot. But otherwise, let's get into it. Oh boy, we are finally researching, getting some batteries going. It's getting warm enough we can actually start planting. Once we have some batteries, we can get some more components, get a little bit more power going, and then we can absolutely start doing some inside growing, which is going to be huge. I have also had recommendations and reminders that I can grow mushrooms inside, and I wouldn't need light for that. But I think because of our situation, I think we have enough food with the meat we've grabbed that'll be something that we can do. I do need to consider moving my food source. So I think what I'm going to do for now as a temporary measure, I'm going to move um the power inside, or sorry, the cooking inside, and this little freezer area is still going to be just like a temporary place, and then this gives me some flexibility to do something with this later. I also have some caribou nearby, which will give me even further access to food. I do want to also prioritize getting outside though, and I think the mad caribou from the last episode has just given up, and so we can once again allow our pawns to go outside, and they're going to use this fridge as an airlock. Unfortunately, it's still going to get cold in here if we're going out too much, but it leaves here to hopefully stay warm. I do need to get a little bit more wood, and I know I am probably making some mistakes by harvesting so much wood, and it is a precious resource. Ideally, once we get the batteries going, I'm not going to need to oh my goodness, what are we doing? That was really inefficient. I'm not going to need to be using this campfire as much, but for the winter, this lasts for a little while. It's going to let us do some cooking, and it is a sort of a temporary measure. I am going to build out these conduits here, and that'll let us power this, but I do need to get a little bit more steel for that. Luckily, Drunken Cat is wearing some nice clothes for this, so it's not the worst. And yeah, we have like a week's worth of food. So what we might even do is, I think we're going to kill a couple of caribou, maybe one. I would ideally like to have an additional oh, we have a blight. Oh my gosh, every single heal root has been blighted. That sucks. I mean, it is fine. We still have a couple of heal roots kicking around the map, and they do seem to grow just fine on the tundra, so that's fine. We will get sorted there. Okay, we're cooking at both stations, like, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. What are we doing? What's your mission? You're gonna do the mining? Perfect. So research is slow going. We do have a minor break risk. Our needs are, we are cold, and it's, you know, awful in the barracks, which is totally fair. It is kind of crappy in here, but the temperature is nice, so hopefully we can just get a little bit more metal on hand. That'll give us some flexibility, and then we want to continue making blocks. So we have some slate blocks kicking around, but we don't have as many sandstone blocks. So I do want to prioritize bringing a few of those in. And great, we have a sad wander. That was inevitable. It is, oh, don't go out the forbidden door. That's no good. You're gonna let all the cold air in. Oh, Drunken Cat, what are you doing? You're sad because you're cold, so you're gonna go wander in the cold. I see. That's a strategy, I suppose. But as long as this wind picks up, we'll be okay. Once again, the strategy really is prioritizing getting these batteries. So I have Llama essentially, who is going to be researching 24/7 until these are ready to go. I do need a little bit more food prepared. I have the meals for it, or the meat for it rather. But this is something I do need to consider. Those caribous may have kind of wandered off a little bit. There is a snow hare there, which would be a nice sort of risk-free target. But I do want to hit these caribou before they get too sad, too crazy. And I think we're going to take advantage of the catharsis. So once Drunken Cat has decided they've had enough of a wander, we can absolutely get back to doing a little bit of hunting. And boy, it just seems it's just one thing after another. Everybody is just, in a terrible mood, and it is this too smart is kicking us in the butt here. So we have some great bonuses, but that the mood we need some luxury, which is why I'm a little reluctant when it comes to the fungus and things like that, because that's going to give us an additional mood penalty, which we just honestly cannot afford to have. So hopefully Drunken Cat just has tuckered themselves out and is about to just go to sleep, and now we're feeling okay. So after a sleep, we'll be good to go. I did want to make a trap, whether it's a steel trap or a maybe even like I could make a slate trap, but I do want to do that. I don't want to do the deserter quest. I don't need the Empire attacking me, so we're gonna ignore that one. Now, yeah, the heal route is all gonna go away. I don't even need to cut that because it's not like it's gonna spread to anything, so we're just gonna leave that as is. We do need to do a little bit of cooking, and I'm sort of reluctant to wake Drunken Cat up, but I kind of want to take out one of these caribou at least before they wander off the map, or at least too far from the base, because it is super cold outside. So it is to the point where I don't really want to have my characters wandering around in that cold for too long. But I think we're just going to get up early. We're gonna make we've made some pemmican, and I don't. Okay, let's come up here. Shoot. Perfect. No, don't melee. Beautiful. Okay. Go back to doing things. So this one's gonna die in 8 hours. This one is not dying yet, and that one didn't get hit. But hopefully those caribou will now just die. We do have a major break risk. Oh, because there's no food at all, hey? This is the problem with power situation. I need that battery. We are now hauling that. I think we're actually going to prioritize instead. Or Llama is asleep now. At least they're not going to have a break while sleeping. And if I can get this chopped, we're going to prioritize hauling that wood. Excellent. We're going to prioritize hunting that caribou that's almost dead. And this one as well. Okay, let's refuel that and prioritize cooking. Thank you. There you go. You're just gonna wake up in the middle of the night. You could smell it. Oh, now you have food poisoning. Fantastic. All right, the caribou is dead. That should give us another couple of days of food at the very least. Let's actually just prioritize butchering right now, and we'll clean up the blood right away. So we're eating. It's going to be about bedtime. We have a good chunk of food. Batteries are halfway there. We're gonna just throw them down into, I don't even know where we're gonna throw them. We're gonna make some battery storage because, okay, you're having a tantrum. Yeah, you're vomiting, just aggressively throwing up, punching the wall. Don't break the stove. Don't break our urns. These are nice. Come on. Yeah. You know, you're just gonna have to fix all this. Yeah. Okay, there you go. You've made your food poisoning. Fortunately, you couldn't do too much damage. You're kind of, yeah. No recent conquest. The plunderism. That's unfortunate, hey? Converting you would absolutely be useful in terms of making you less obnoxious. Something to consider. That's the ideologen system for you. All right, this catharsis is still good for a couple of days. We do need, I do need some repairing and cleaning to happening. Let's really just emphasize the repairing and cleaning. Fix all these walls and urns and things. There we go. Beautiful. Stove. Yep. Perfect. All the damage has been restored. I do want to actually cook simple meals until we have 4. Let's just get a few more going. In fact, we have enough meat now that we could do something like this. And then we'll make a whole bunch at a time. You're just okay. Doing some work there. Zone. Yeah, we don't need you cleaning. We don't need you all the way up there. Perfect. Now, in terms of the wildlife. Okay, so that is a malnourished caribou. I don't know, did the other caribou eventually die? Or did it leave? It may have left. So, we are doing a little cooking. Bills, let's suspend cooking on the campfire for now. And let's also take off the automatic fuel. We are getting close with the research. It goes up so slowly. Perfect. Here, let's do it like that. That'll make sense. All right. And in fact, that caribou has made a fatal mistake. Oh, it's going for a run. Yes. Improve your shooting. Where do you think you're going? Don't run. Where? Uh-oh. There's a problem. Perfect. No, don't rescue it. Perfect. Take it out. So this will give us another couple of days worth of food. And I think we have enough wildlife around that we're not necessarily worried about the crops. We have so few people, and that's sort of intentional. I did very little recruiting because I knew I wasn't going to have the meal capability to sustain them. We are going to use this next year. Next year, this will be up and running for sure. I'll have the research and the batteries and the power production and everything, and we will be able to take full advantage of this. But for now, not quite required. So that is something to consider. It is minus 35 outside, so I mean, we're not 0 to hero. We are well below 0 to hero out here on the tundra. We have some thrumbos now, so that's great. Ooh, we also have an ibex ram. I think that was from the timber wolf that we killed a long time ago. Unfortunately, because we are in the tundra, things don't rot. They just hang around. So it is worth considering. You know, we also have this poor creature up there, corpse up there that we're gonna leave. Yeah, we still have the capacity to make a few meals. We have what is negative 43 degrees drunken cat. This is a brave walk you're doing for that ibex ram in the middle of the night. Let's get back before you get too cold. And llama is still just mostly focusing in on that research. I think I'm going to make just this a stockpile zone for now. We'll just have this be sort of like a sheltered warehouse. That seems reasonable. We are doing okay in terms of our sort of heat lock in here. It is keeping this area. We've managed to maintain this as a fairly warm area now, which is good. We have, you know, all the heaters and everything. We don't have the campfire right now, so as soon as we get our batteries researched, which we are working on, we should be able to maintain a very comfortable temperature. And we're already at the 6th of December, and we have, you know, 16 meals, 19 meals. That should easily get us into the summertime, or the springtime rather, where temperatures are going to be a little bit more reasonable. So that's also worth considering. In terms of production, I've been falling hard. I do need to make a tailor bench, and I think I can make this out of steel. I have a lot of steel nearby, and just a lot of steel on this map in general, and tons of components as well. So if I make a tailoring bench, I will be able to turn some of this leather into toques and jackets and new pants and things like that. So I think in terms of production, I think we are going to go with an electric tailoring bench. Oh, you can't layer them like that. That's awkward. And I mean, just it would be nice, but I guess we'll have to we'll work on that in a little bit. I mean, I could put it here, but I don't like cramming everything in. I like the aesthetics a little bit more, having a little bit of space. So with that idea, let's not quite worry about that. Now, in terms of sandstone blocks, you haven't really been prioritizing that, which I suppose is fine. We're running low on power like usual. Now, the thing we do need to have is a place to store the batteries. So I think for now, we're going to just build this right across, and this can be actually a battery area for now. It was also potentially going to be, let's get some solar panels as well. It was potentially going to be something else, but it's fine. It can be the battery area. So in terms of power, this is actually a really big priority right now. I think we're going to go back to our very convenient things. Yeah, you don't need to sleep. Prioritize mining. You can eat later. We want to harness this power while we can, because the sooner we can get this power under control, the sooner we're not going to have these fluctuations. What are you doing? Okay, so you're grinding the steel, and you're getting that steel. We have enough steel, and then you're gonna go get this, and then we can work on this. Yes, I know. Yes, I understand. Beautiful. Okay. All right, that Psychic Soothe is actually going to be huge. That'll help quite a bit. Now, we don't have enough to store any power right now because the wind is not blowing, which is unfortunate. It is very cold inside. We're in that hypothermia zone. So we are going to just restore this campfire just to give us, take the edge off so we're not going to get hypothermia. And then I think inside, yeah, we're still not quite hypothermic. That temperature is perfect. There we go. Yes, food is low. We have no meals. So we're now going to make, yeah, 4 meals at a time. That'll be really efficient. Lamo, I don't know why. I think here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to take you off of researching, and we're going to put crafting and things a little bit higher. And that will be great. So the next thing I need to consider is maybe expanding the structure a little bit. And I think that is not a terrible idea. We can work on expanding the structure, making a bit of a dining room, making a bit of bedrooms, getting some of those amenities down that are going to actually really help with our happiness and things like that. So that's great. We have this Psychic Soothe is just doing absolute work right now, along with all these other things. Yeah, you have a minor passion for your work, so you're just going to be happy sitting in here. You're a pyromaniac, so you actually get a bonus for having that fire being lit, which is another thing that's not completely irrelevant, which makes me feel a little bit better about having that. This battery is fantastic right now. It's making sure we have a really smooth operation here. We only really need the one battery, and that's absolutely fantastic in terms of our needs. So we've really stabilized our temperature. Food is obviously still a concern, and we don't have temperature in our greenhouse area. I think we will potentially look at connecting this, and then this will create like a bit of an airlock or another temperature lock rather. This shelf, I think we could just reinstall it. We don't necessarily need it being outside. I also don't know why we're not making blocks. So we're missing sandstone chunks, but there's sandstone chunks right there. Is it because of the door? Like there's no path? So if I said ingredient radius, if I included the door. Yeah, okay, now you'll do it. So that was the problem. So we've solved that problem as well. And we're going to be making our sandstone chunks, and this is going to just give us another stone that we can use in order to continue on. Now I definitely need to do some reorganizing. Oh, and we are getting raided. So this is a single person with a gun, female, excellent miner, excellent doctor, otherwise not particularly interesting, quick sleeper, incapable of firefighting. I think that would actually be the second person incapable of firefighting. Not that we have a huge potential for fire, but worth noting. In terms of gear, they actually do have a decent amount of gear, and they have a flak jacket. Whew, this could be problematic. So I don't have the capacity right now. I'm going to actually build an inside trap. Okay, they're beginning their assault. So we're going to equip the club. And I'm going to let them come here. Now they do already have minor hypothermia, which is fantastic. So this is the advantage we have about being on the tundra, where our people get to kind of wait inside till the assault, and then we go from there. So get out there. Oh, what a shot. Nice. Caught completely off guard. Nice. Llama is going to potentially go down here, but not before this person is taken out. Okay, excellent. We want to strip. I'm unfortunate we did kill them, because now this is all tainted. I did potentially want to wear a flak jacket though. No, I didn't. Oh, we're going for a sad wander. I don't know why. I mean, you're sad because we don't have conquest, but you did just get to like beat someone up. Victory by noble weapon. Oh, okay. No execution. Yeah, we should have. It would have been nice to have a prisoner to execute. That would make everyone really happy. But now we have all this garbage up here. You do get a gun now, and you are very passionate about shooting it. So that's great. But I think that's what we have for today. I think that's about as far as we're gonna get. We have this trap is about to be finished. We still have enough food to get us to the end of winter. This is going to be, we're going to potentially move this here now. And that'll give us some opportunities to defend that door. This is also going to be built here. We're going to have enough materials that we're going to be able to start expanding. And we have the battery that's full up. We can get another couple of heaters and look at making a better dormitory, moving these bedrooms. And yes, quite a few things accomplished. This area is still incredibly cold and hard to manage the heat despite the steam geyser. I think we would also need to look at putting a heater in here as well to kind of help supplement this, but that will eventually give us some options. And I think if we can use this steam vent and maybe a couple of heaters, we could really look at building this as like the main core of our base and building some dormitories off of this area. And I think that would be kind of fun. So I kind of like the way things are sort of shaping up in this colony so far. And I'm looking forward to episode 7. Thanks for watching. And as always, I really appreciate the subs. I've been having so much fun with this series, and getting to that 1,000 subscriber mark is a now seemingly possible goal for me, and I'm really excited about the potential for that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.